Hey everyone, SweetJohnnyCage here. Welcome back to part, 18 of the Dark Souls 2 Scholar of the First Sin full playthrough walkthrough. This is going to be an interesting section because we have basically completed the game with one major exception, and that is we need to now go through the memories that are scattered throughout the game. And then once we're done with the memories, we can basically finish the game. But for this part of the walkthrough, we're kind of going to be bouncing around a little bit. There are 4 memories. I guess technically 5, but 4 of them are levels. And we'll be fighting 2 bosses. We're actually going to be... Sorry, now that I'm thinking about it, we're actually going to be fighting 2 bosses and then a 3rd boss 3 times. So the reason we're doing this is because we need to complete the storyline of Benhart of Jugo. In order to complete Benhart's questline, we need to summon him for 3 different boss fights. But the easiest way to do this is actually to summon him for Prowling Magus and the Congregation, or Prince and the Revolution, as I like to call them. Obviously, we've already killed Prowling Magus and the Congregation, so we need to go back to Brightstone, Cove, Seldora and fight them 3 times using Benhart of Jugo. So that's going to be the first section of this walkthrough. If you'd like, check the timestamps for when we're done with this, and then we will actually sort of get started on the real part of the walkthrough, if you will. I normally don't do this sort of stuff, but Benhart of Jugo is how you get the Moonlight Greatsword, and that is a trophy in the game, so I want to show you how to get that, for sure. Okay, for now, let's go to Brightstone Cove Seldora, to the first bonfire, the Royal Army campsite, and then we're going to use a bonfire aesthetic and level it up, and then get going. So once you're here, go to Burn, and then Bonfire Aesthetic. And if you've already summoned Benhart of Jugo and successfully, successfully completed the boss, you only need to do this twice. I've got to do this 3 times. So Bonfire Aesthetics allow you to reset an area, and also reset the enemies of an area. Which is helpful, but certain enemies only appear on New Game Plus, which is pretty evident here in Brightstone Cove Seldora. So the pigs have now leveled up to boars and are quite difficult. Also important to note is that you're going to do less damage. That said, the boss is really easy still, so it's just about killing the enemies and then summoning Benhart and moving on. So yeah, this is like the one time in my walkthroughs where we're actually going to see New Game Plus. And I really, really love New Game Plus in Dark Souls 2. I have my issues with Dark Souls 2. New Game Plus is not one of them. It is so fantastic in Dark Souls 2. I don't understand how they haven't done something like it again. Ow. Ow. So yeah, what you see me doing here, we're literally going to do this 3 times. So this is going to take a little bit. But the treasures around here are pretty good. You obviously get a healthy dose of Divine Blessings, so that's actually all good. I'm not going to go through and get like every single treasure. I think that's a bit of a waste. We're here for a very specific purpose, and that purpose is the questline. So I'm not going to waste time trying to get every single treasure. We're going to walk... Oh my god, dude. We're going to walk past most of them. Okay, so that's it for that. I guess let's get this one. You do just want to make sure you kill all the enemies, because if you don't, Benhart kind of gets stuck. Cool, so we're not ready to summon him just yet. We need to break these. So you can just shoot an arrow at the scaffolds here, and then that will drop the boulders, just like that. And we can come up here ourselves and deal with the enemies. Just your standard villagers, really nothing too crazy. Their pickaxes can deal damage. They are infused with dark, so you gotta be careful. Alrighty. So we're pretty much ready here, but we'll still be diligent. Ow. Yeah, see what I mean? Alright. Cool. So I'm just gonna... Duke's Dear Freya can show up right here. I just want to make sure... I want to check to see if that's going to happen. I think that it only happens on an actual New Game Plus cycle. I don't think it happens with a Bonfire aesthetic. I mean, we know it doesn't now. It would have happened already. Alright, cool. Great, so now that we're ready, let's go back to the Bonfire. We're not going to rest, but we are going to use a human effigy to get Benhart's sign. I think it's in one of the tents. Yeah, there it is. Alright, go ahead and summon Benhart. And once he joins, we're just going to run through the spider cave. I'll actually also equip... Oh. Never mind. I guess it's still good to have, but... Go ahead and light a torch. Then you want to be very careful. Benhart kind of has a tendency to fall off ledges, which is why it's so important that we summon him after everyone's dead. So just take your time. Yeah, he can fall off right here if you're not careful. So he gets like really close to the edge. Alright. I don't think he'll... Yeah, he won't have to deal with spiders. Alright. So, it's the same fight as always. Just go for it. He has to survive. This won't work if he doesn't survive. Oh boy. Yep. This is actually kind of bad. Luckily, he has a decent amount of health. He's also quite strong. That's the congregation. And now it's just Mr. Prowling Magus. Ooh, nice. There you go. That's it. We're gonna do that 2 more times. A slab for our troubles. Alright, so what I'm actually gonna do... Nah, I really don't care enough. Never mind. Let's run down here. Go to this bonfire. And then warp to the other one. So like I said, we're going to do this twice. Or 2 more times, rather. The enemies will get harder, so be careful. They can mess you up. What is done cannot be undone. Keep in mind, if you're doing this, and you go into New Game Plus, when you get here, the bonfire will level up again. So you have to be very, very careful with what you're doing. Luckily, these guys really don't have much poise, so you can sort of just lean into them. I really don't understand how these guys move. It doesn't, like, make much physical sense. But it is what it is. Ow. Before I go any further than killing this guy, I need to make sure that I can actually summon Benhart. His sign is here. Okay, good. I wasn't sure. Because after you kill a boss, you kind of get disconnected from online activity. Like, you can't get invaded for like 20-30 minutes after after killing a boss. That's what that icon below your health bar means, with the line through it. Basically means that online connectivity is disabled. But I think it's just for invasions, which is good. I think that makes sense. Sweet Jesus, man. These archers do so much damage. You guys have a really great drop rate on Divine Blessings. Oh, wow. That's so much damage. Very good. Okay. What is this? Okay. Upgrade mats. Pretty cool. Alright. Yeah, even the boulders aren't killing enemies anymore. Jesus. Break. Oh my god. That was impressive. Truth be told, I could probably summon Benhart right now and be fine. But I just want to be as safe as possible. Never mind. Ow. Oh. Shit. Wow. That was really close. That was crazy. Alright, let's go summon Benhart. I mean, we still have a couple enemies, but the big mob is done. I could have sworn the bonfire used to be in a tent in vanilla Dark Souls 2. I just remember it was like in this tent right here. Maybe they felt like too many people were missing it. It's funny, I started the boss with 6 flasks and I'm about to do it again. There you go. Cool. These guys drop chunks. That's pretty cool. Alright, so we have a torch out to make it so the spiders don't attack us. That said, though, if you don't have a torch out, spiders will start harassing you. Alright. Here we go again. Prince in the Revolution, take 2. Benhart's really not helping here. He's really doing nothing for me. Just like hacking away at one zombie over there. Not very helpful. Alright. That's 2. So we gotta do it one more time. There's so many slabs. Alright. Uno mas. Alright. Last one. Uh-oh. How did this guy see us? Oh. Big yikes. Alright. So those are the boars. What? I'm dead. Oh, that's frustrating. Oh, the boars are kill once? Okay. I mean, that makes it easier. Okay. Dude, what are these arrows? Oh my gosh. Oh. No, I gotta get off this cliff. Oh, Jesus. Buddy. Okay. Oh my good lord. That was way more difficult than it should have been. It's weird that these guys didn't get hit at all. It's crazy how hard, like, villagers become on New Game Plus 3. Okay, very good. So because these guys have Curse, I am going to kill... I'm going to kill these guys myself. Just because I don't want Benhart to die from Curse after we did all that. That would just be heartbreaking. I mean, it builds up so fast. Whoa. Oh my god, dude. Chill the fuck out. Okay. Jesus. Alright, let's go get Benhart. And then we will do the boss for the final time. And then we can actually get started on the memories, and things will be easy again, because we won't be on New Game Plus 4 now. Or 2, 3? Yeah, we're on New Game Plus 4. Right, Benhart of Jugo. Come on. I forgot to light my torch. Nope, get away from the edge. Jesus. God, he's so slow. Alright, let's do it for a final time. Alright. It's Prince. Hit him. Alright, there we go. That's all 3 bosses that we need for Benhart of Jugo. You can do this in a couple different ways. You can fight Prowling Magus in the Congregation. You can fight the Giant Lord, which we're actually going to fight in a little bit. Or you can bring him in for one of the DLC fights, but that's just like the easiest, most direct way to do it. Yeah. Okay. So let's level up with our newfound souls. Okay. Great. Okay, so the first place we should go is actually in Brightstone Cove, Seldora. We should go to the lower Brightstone Cove Bonfire. And what we're going to try to do, I mean, we're going to do it, but we are going to the first memory, which is the Dragon Memory. And the Dragon Memory is in the room where we fought Duke's Dear Freya. So that's our destination, is that room. We can ignore all the enemies and just keep moving. I recommend keeping a torch out for here, only because we have to kill this guy. Excuse me. And the torch also helps in this room. Great. So we don't have to fight the boss again or anything. We just have to go into the room. And then the sort of, I guess like spittle has formed this rock. And so we just have to touch the rock and then we will be brought into the memory. And you need the Ashen Mist Heart in order to do this. Without the Ashen Mist Heart from the Ancient Dragon, this won't even be a thing. So this is the Dragon Memories. Dragon Memories. Alright, so in here is just the Ancient Dragon Soul. There's nothing else. There you go. That's the whole thing. So, the idea is that the dragon is likely either everlasting and not actually dead, or if it was dead, its memory was just preserved, like in this stone. Either way, that's what we need. And we can exit using the Primal Bonfire here. Okay. Great, so that's one. I have 3 more. Memory of Vammar. Where's Memory of Vammar? Okay, cool. Let's do Memory of Vammar. This is near where we've... So all the rest of the memories, at least in the base game, are in Forest of the Fallen Giants. So the first one we're going to get to is from the Cardinal Tower Bonfire. The reason I'm recommending doing this first is because there's an NPC here named Captain Drummond. And if you speak with Captain Drummond and exhaust his dialogue, he will join you for a boss fight in a different memory. So that's why we do this. All right. So these big trees, where I mentioned way earlier on when we first started this walkthrough, we have these soldiers attacking these trees, but they're not actually trees. They're really the corpses of giants. And so these soldiers are just sort of like lost. Their minds are like still in the war that they were fighting against the giants. So even though the giant is dead and the soldiers are undead, their zombie brains are basically just still fighting the same war. But since we have the Ashen Mist Heart, we can do the same thing and go into this giant's memory. And then there's no boss here, but there are some enemies. I want to warn you, though, you are timed in these memories. You can only be here for maybe like 5-ish minutes. So you do want to be careful. So let's speak with Captain Drummond here.
What are you doing here? You are not one of our soldiers, and I don't take you for a mercenary. Whoever you are, this is no battle to involve yourself in. Whether you are guided by bravery or brashness, this is no place for you. I am Drummond, and the Lord has placed this fort in my hands. Whoever you are, I forgive your trespass. But leave this place immediately. Just mention my name, and no man will challenge your exit. And even if you don't, by now, my men have not the will to resist. Soon, the giants will descend upon this fort. It is revenge for the kingdom's misguided barbarism. The Venerable Lord built this kingdom to bring prosperity to his subjects. What has transformed him so, I cannot imagine. Long ago, the king crossed the seas, pillaged the land of giants, and brought back a prize. It was then that the golems materialized. The giants are no ordinary barbarians. A singular rage burns within their hearts. My father and his father both fought the giants on this very land. The giants have wills of steel. They cannot find it within themselves to forgive the misdeeds of our Lord. Did you see him? That towering monster among them. That is most certainly their king. He will be a thing to topple. Even if I should die trying. My blade may break, my arrows fall wide, but my will shall never be broken. Those who live by the sword will die by it. And I, Drummond, won't go down without drawing mine. Be gone with you. This fort will soon fall. Be gone before the giants are entirely upon us.
Alright, so once you have the hurrah gesture, that is it for his dialogue. It kind of sucks because there is no warning, or I should say there's no real warning when you're about to get kicked out of a memory. So we will likely visit this memory a couple times. Once we defeat the boss of one of the memories later, we will want to return and speak with Drummond once more, and he will give us a helm. Oh, you can backstab these things? I didn't know that. I would like to try to get this one in here to see if I can break any of these walls. Yeah, okay. We're about to get kicked out. Ow. Yeah, I'm actually okay with that. We were about to get kicked out anyway. It's kind of an annoying mechanic. I get why it exists. I feel like it does sort of... add, but it's just not fun. Like, it adds an interesting story element to it, but at the same time, it's like, alright, but I just want to be in here, you know what I mean? Like, you're asking me to go here, I want to be here. Alright. Cool. Let's try again. I am going to bring that giant into the back, though. Just because I'm curious. One cannot reside within memory for long. What are you doing? No, okay. That's fine. I'm glad to know. Alrighty. Let's get to work. Ow. Buddy. Yikes. Cool. Alright, so with these guys, we can actually just kind of run. We don't have to worry about it. Let them fight each other. It's not worth you fighting. The only ones that you really kind of have to worry about are the fireball throwing ones, but even then, it's like, I don't know, it's not really that big of a deal. Oof. Hello? What? Oh my god. That was absurd. Anyway, get a petrified something there. Let's come here. And then there's a memory for us to get. So our whole purpose in here is to get memories. Or, soul, sorry. Oh, yeah, there he is. Okay, so this is the guy we gotta kill. I guess we don't really have to kill him, but we can just examine... We can just examine that giant and, we'll get what we need. If we get the message about the mist thinning, then I'm gonna stop, and I'm just gonna grab the item. Uh-oh. Oh god. Yeah, let's just get it. Soul of a giant, great job. So we will get kicked out, which is fine. Perfect. Soul of a great hero and a torch. And then we can touch it again and we will, like, fully leave. But I'm, like, not keen on doing that. Yeah, so we can come up here. We're gonna get kicked out pretty much any second, but... should come up here. And then, right. Get this item. Celebrate hero and an ascetic. So, as long as you have gotten the, as long as you've gotten the soul, that's all you need. Yeah. So the steel set armor. Oof. Might have missed an armor set. No, sorry, this is different place. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go to the one by the pursuer. Actually, no. We're going to do a different one first. Actually, no. Sorry, we are going to do the one by the pursuer. Yes, that is correct. We still have to go that way anyway. Okay. So Forest Fallen Giants confuses me. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to go near the pursuer's arena. And there's another one of those memories there. I do always like when a game sends you back to, like, the early stages to, like, go through doors or, like, you know, find the locked chest. Very Super Metroid. I think that's nice. I think Dark Souls 2 does a pretty decent job of that. Oh, come on. How is this thing blocking? Cool. All right. I was half expecting the pursuer to show back up. I think we were totally depleted that, though. All right, so since we have summoned Benhart of Jugo 3 times, speaking with him here, he should give us his armor.
Well, me again? What are you doing here? Who'd have thought we'd meet in a place like this? Fate just wouldn't let us stay apart, will she? See, the old sword's caught your attention. Well, you've a good eye then. That's been in my family for generations. They say it is crafted with moonlight, and we all know what that means. It wards off evil. And I wouldn't trade her for all the riches in the world. They said that no man has ever teased out the sword's true power. But in the right hands,
There you go. So since we've summoned him 3 times, we get the Blue Moon Greatsword, Benhart's Parma, and his armor set. The Blue Moon Greatsword is not the Moonlight Drake Sword. The Moonlight... is it... Am I misremembering that? Yeah, Moonlight Greatsword. Drake Sword, Jesus. So the Moonlight Greatsword is only obtainable in New Game Plus after defeating Duke's Dear Freya. You can use a Bonfire aesthetic and just kill her, you know, with a leveled up Bonfire. And then after killing her, you will get the old Pale Drake Soul, which is Seath's soul from Dark Souls 1. And then you can use that with Ornifex to craft the Moonlight Greatsword. The Blue Moon Greatsword is a fake. If you bring it to either Macduff or Lenegrast, they'll tell you. Okay, so that's pretty much it for Benhart, kind of for the most part. We will find him one more time, but for now, let's go into this memory. Yeah, he's here again. So you can speak with him one more time, and he'll give you a little bit more lore.
Oh, look at you, old friend. I see your travels weigh upon you yet. Just remember, I'm always ready to help. My homeland is in the Far East, a kingdom of honourable fighting men. And this sword yet awaits a true man to wield it. I know how swords think, you see. My homeland.
Alright, so as long as you exhaust his dialogue there, he will be summonable in the next and final memory. So I'm not ready for this yet. We will likely get kicked out of this memory, which is fine. But yeah. Oh my god. So if you look closely, these are the soldiers that you find throughout Forest of the Fallen Giants. Except they're not hollow. They're regular humans now. So it's just like a really cool little thing. Anyway, here's a Ferrous Lockstone here. It's going to light up this wall. Okay, let me get a chest here. Oop. Soul of a Hero. There's another one. Whoa! Okay, because there's the booby trap. No, it's just an illusory wall. And Lockstone is a trap. That's funny. Fire Seed. This might be a booby trap. Nope. The Steel Set. Very cool. Alrighty. So like I said, we will very likely get kicked out of this place. It's just bound to happen. I'm just out. I was hoping he wouldn't see me. What we can do is kill this guy, and then use the trebuchet or this thing ourselves. Kill some giants. There you go. Let's see something. Right. This soul. Don't drop there. Drop here instead. Okay, and then this is what we're looking for. So that's the soul we needed. Oops. Boogie up this ladder. Don't waste any time. Okay. Well, that was a demon soul sound. There you go. So I think we actually need to go back in here one more time. Yeah, I think we missed something. What are you guys doing? Don't attack me. Oof, close. Yeah, that's a demon soul sound. Yeah, how do we get in there? That was weird. It like made me run. Alright, I think... Yeah, I gotta... Hold on, I'm reading. Let me try this one more time. Yeah, it's the Grand Lance that's in there. God, arrows in this game are insane. Oh God. Oh. Dude, would you drop the shield? This is crazy. Oh my gosh. That wasn't it. Okay. Let's try this one more time. Alright. I have to look this up. I see. Okay. This might require one more attempt. I think I would get kicked out before. You have to do a really specific roll off the roof. So we were in the right place, but... Oh my god. Let's try this one more time. That was unbelievable. I didn't think a running jump was possible there. It's weak like 7 days. Alright, that life gem is still ticking. Alright. I'm just mashing X on this catapult here. Alright, so we broke this, and then it sent this thing down. And we just walked. Oh my god, dude. Come on. The hint does say try backstepping. Should try that. Great. Perfect. Hello. Why didn't that backstab? Okay. Where's the Grand Lance? What the hell? Oh my god, did they move it? They moved it. I didn't even need to do this. This was a complete waste. Oh well. Anywho, let's just leave the memory and go to the final one now. Alright, so the final memory is the memory of Jugo. Memory of Jugo is fairly short, but it does contain a boss fight. So, actually the quickest way to do this is transport yourself to Lost Bastille and then just use the bonfire and go back. Hello. Okay. Yes, let's go to the Soldier's Rest bonfire. We covered the path to this in the Forest of Fallen Giants walkthrough way back when. Basically... Oh wait, no. This isn't even the final one. There's one more. Anyway, basically, the way you get here is by using the soldier key on a locked door. What is this? Oh, this isn't even the thing. So, this guy can spawn a tree, a seed of the Tree of Giants, or a giant seed. If you use that while you're getting invaded, enemies will attack your invaders. That's very nice. Okay, the final one is the door. Okay. So, this next memory is the only one that's actually necessary to beat the game. So, let's come down here. And then we need to wear our King's Ring. And the door opens. I think it probably already opened for me because I opened this once before. But now we can light this bonfire. And let's take off this ring because it's useless. think it's a cool idea, but it just doesn't have any stats, which is weird. Okay. And then we have this memory here. So like I said, this is the memory of Jugo. It's pretty short. Memory of Jeigh, sorry. Jeigh, Benhart of Jugo can be summoned here. Alright. So this is the memory of Jeigh. You get a boss fog for a reason. What I recommend doing is actually just waiting, because there's going to be a lot going on here. So you get these big fireballs from ships out in the harbor, and they can do a decent amount of damage. And then eventually... Eventually what's going to happen is, yep, a fireball from a ship in the harbor is going to break a statue's head off, and then that statue's head starts... Oh my god. That statue's head blocks your path. So, yeah, I'm going to wait for these, and then we're going to go. So I'm going to skip this giant. I don't really care about him. And if you look closely, this is literally where we fought the Penetrator. Alright. Cool, so this is the Giant Lord. He's got a big sword. You can do that. What you can do, if you like, is just stand... Oops. Is stand on this little platform here that he is near, and then just take a bow and arrow and snipe him. He will still attack you, but it's not that hard. But... Ow. Yeah, he can slash and then he stabs, so be careful of that. As long as you just stay in this general area, you won't have to worry about the fireballs from the ships in the harbor. You are still on a timer, though, so you do still need to kill him relatively quickly. Oh god. If you look closely, it sort of looks like he's wearing the armor set of Gwyn from Dark Souls 1. I feel like that had to have been on purpose. But anyway, you get the Giant Lord's Soul and the Giant Kinship. And then... yeah, you get this. And then you're out. What does the Giant Kinship do? Right. Okay, so Giant Kinship is needed to fight the final boss. Which isn't exactly clear, but... grants access to the throne room beneath the castle. Each king has his rightful throne, and when he sits upon it, he sees what he chooses to see. Or perhaps it is the throne which only shows the king what he wants. The flames roar, but will soon begin to fade, and only a worthy heir might burnish their light. What is it, truly, a claimant of the throne could desire? Gotcha. Alright, so... we're not totally done. We still have another boss to fight, but now you can drop down here and get this treasure that has been up here the whole time. It's a Twinkling Titanite ×2 and a Fragrant Branch of Yore. And then you're done. So we are going to use our Aged Feather to get out of here. And since we should now have 5 Soul of a Giant, should be able to fight Vendrick. Let me just make sure we got 5. Yes, we do. 5 Soul of a Giant. Now we can fight Vendrick. What I'm going to recommend you do, though, is since you probably have a ton of souls, let's go level up, and then we will fight Vendrick. Vendrick is totally optional. You don't need to fight him. But having 5 Souls of a Giant makes it a lot easier. Okay. once you're ready, you go to the Undead Crypt. The Undead Ditch Bonfire. And now we're just gonna run to Vendrick. Alright. So, unfortunately, at least in vanilla... Oh, is he not guarded? No, he is, okay. Looks like the Dragon Rider's gone, though. Alright, so... There are a couple zombies that can ring this bell. Yep, hey, how you doing? So we shouldn't have to worry about the bell at this point. So the Dragon Rider's gone. All that's left are the 2 Cyan Knights, which we can run past. And I guess I'll try that now. Great. Okay. So... Vendrick is there. He's going to start walking around. And again, the reason you want those... The reason you want those souls is because it makes him easier. It drops his health. But this is now a memory, his armor. So we can actually speak with Vendrick if we like. Memory of the King. So this was added in the Scholar of the First Sin DLC. Okay, so Vendrick doesn't really have much to say yet, but his, like I said, his, and there's Velstadt, which is kind of nice, but his memory is very important. After you defeat the final bosses of all 3 DLCs, you want to return to Vendrick's memory, and then you will get a crown, which is like the Crown of Crowns. You can kill him. It doesn't prevent it from doing anything. So, yeah, you can still kill him. Getting him to actually, like, engage you is kind of annoying, though, because he keeps walking away. There we go. Alright, so you got to be really careful. Even though he's old and frail, he can still deal a lot of damage. His sword is really strong. But having those giant souls reduces his health, I think by like 45% or something like that once you have all 5. It's a pretty serious reduction, and it's almost like you shouldn't even fight him without them. Like, it's just not supposed to happen. Yeah. So, like, standing behind him makes things easier, but it also... he takes less hits. Now, yeah, see what I mean? He still deals tons of damage. Even though he's technically weakened, so I'm actually going to back up here and heal. Dude. I do really dig that, like, it's the same music when you fight him. Like, you're literally just killing, like, a frail old man. And the game wants you to feel bad about it. So you want to try to attack his legs, not necessarily his back. He'll take less hits if you just attack the back. At least with this weapon. It may not be true for whatever class of weapon you're using. There you go. That's Vendrick. Like I said, much easier when you have the 5 souls, which makes things so much easier. And you get a decent amount of souls for your troubles. Now, I don't think speaking with him again does anything, but let's just double check. I don't think his dialogue changes after you kill his body. No. All right, so we are done. Actually, no. Sorry. We have one thing that we can do. It's actually a really cool thing. So if you recall, there was a door in Shrine of Amana that was just locked. We're going to open that door. This door only opens after you defeat Vendrick. So go to the second bonfire in Shrine of Amana. I think it's the second bonfire. Yeah. Shrine of Amana behind a door and vines at the second bonfire. Right. So this room sucks, but we're gonna get through it. Jesus. Forgot about the little creepy crawly guys. What is this tracking, dude? Ow. Okay, great. So we don't have to kill the ogre. Don't worry about that. It's actually just back there, but I am going to kill this caster. Alright. So from here, there is a walkway. I killed the dragon rider that was guarding this our first time through. I guess 4 videos ago. You can come through here, and then basically Vendrick has to be dead. And this only opens if you're human. I don't get it. That's the rule. So we get this little chair here, and then we have Soul of the King. As well as the King's Crown, armor, gauntlets, and leggings. So the crown is always the last item. Crown of Vendrick, King of Drang Lake. What makes a king? Some say it is birthright, while others call it destiny. Perhaps it is not important, as long as the king's name serves to unite his people. So, having that crown alongside the 3 DLC crowns, which you get from each of the final bosses of the DLCs, if you go into Vendrick's memory, every time you get a new crown, he'll give you a lot of story. It's a big lore dump, exposition. But if you have all 4, it combines it into, I think, like the true crown of the true king or something like that. And it has, like, bananas resistances, so it's really cool. Anyway, let us go back to Majula, level up, and then we will be done with this part of the walkthrough. We only have one more vanilla game walkthrough, and it's going to be very short. It's just 2 boss encounters, and that's it. So, actually, no, I'm so sorry. We have a little bit more. Totally forgot about the optional part of Dark Souls 2. Oh, man. Damn, I really forgot about that. So, the next part of the walkthrough, let's talk about this now. Grandal. So the next part of the walkthrough has to do with an old man named Dark Diver Grandal. Dark Diver Grandal plays host to the Pilgrims of the Dark Covenant. The Pilgrims of the Dark are able to traverse what is essentially the Abyss. And in the Abyss, you have to fight a bunch of really tough enemies. It's called the Dark Chasm of Old. It's a really hard area. I cannot stress that enough. It's really hard. There are 3 locations. We have discovered all 3, actually. We just haven't actually got into it. But you will need a lot of human effigies. You can only enter it while you're human, I think. Or you have to donate a human effigy in order to get into it. Something like that. Effigy. Yeah, to open the Dark Chasms, you must speak with him and give him a human effigy. Right. Really hard area. I can't stress that enough. Okay. Anyway, we will talk about that next time, but that's where we're going next. It's a totally optional area with an optional boss at the end named Dark Lurker. And Dark Lurker does have a trophy associated with it. So after that, we'll have one more part where we end the base game, and then we'll start the DLCs. But that's it for now. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave a comment. I'll do my best to help you out. You can also join the Community Discord server. That link is in the video description below. If you're interested in... if you're looking for more guides for Dark Souls 2 Scholar of the First Sin, please subscribe to the channel so you get alerted when new guides go live. If you're interested in supporting the channel monetarily, please consider becoming a channel member by clicking the blue join button below this video. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter and on Twitch. And as always, I'm SweetJohnnyCage. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.